I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I'd like to thank the council and the mayor. Especially I'd like to thank Councilman Peer for supporting and sponsoring this resolution. He's been a long time family friend and a friend of this fire department. I really appreciate you, Mr. Peer. Guys, look around, your spouses, thank them. They support you every day coming to do this job. Without them, it'd be a lot harder on you. If they didn't support you, you wouldn't be in this field. I'm not a speechwriter. I don't like making speeches, so we'll see how we get through this. Chief Chisholm, my dad, joined the fire department September 1975 as a volunteer. Started working weekends in October of '75. Back in that time, they had one full-time fireman from Monticello, and that was Mr. Tom Maxwell. Mr. Maxwell stayed on until about March of 1976. When he retired, Dad took his place and was the only full-time fireman for about 2 years. College students and some of the volunteers covered the night shift. He covered most of the weekends unless he was at drill duty. He worked that way till Mr. Maxwell came back in 1978 when they opened Station 2. That time they had 2 full-time and still had volunteers and part-time working the nights. The 2 of them worked like that till 1985 when the city started staffing 8-hour shifts, working 8-hour shifts, and they hired more firemen. 1989, February 2nd, 1989, Mayor Harold West appointed him as fire chief when Chief Jack Carson retired after many years. At that time, he became the first full-time fire chief for the city of Monticello. He stayed there as chief till he retired in January of 2004. During his time, not only as chief, but he had numerous offices, not just in this fire department, but for the Southeast District and the State Firefighters Association. From secretary at the fire department, he was vice president, president of the district, vice president of the state association. At this time, he still serves the district association as the legislative committeeman. 45 years later, almost, he's still serving this industry. 2001, the Arkansas State Firefighters Association honored him by inducting him to the State Firefighter Hall of Fame. 2015, he was honored again with the Arkansas State Firefighter Association legislative chair. During his time at the department, he came in, like I said, one-man department. He saw many changes. Went from 1 full-time. When he left, there was 11 full-time, counting the chief. In 1990, just a couple years after he took over as chief, he worked with the Red Cross, Miss Carol Dawson. They conducted a fundraiser, and in about 2 months, they took donations, raised about $30,000, and started running the first rescue unit with extrication tools in Drew County. One of the biggest changes, I guess, he made is this facility. Before they had this facility, they did training in the bays at the station, buildings that they could, get access to do different training. Some at the Votech over the years, just classroom out there having auto education class or something, but they didn't have a facility where they could come out and train. In February 1st, 1992, the City and Airport Commission set aside this 500 by 500 foot block of land for this training center. So they started on this project in February of '92. By May of 1992, they had their first class out here. They built the 60 by 40 building behind me, a 24 by 32 smoke building, and a 4-story tower. Now that tower, since then, has been rebuilt, replaced, but that's what they started with. They did all of that with a lot of hard work from the firemen at that time for about $40,000. And in 1994, we had the storage building at the far end of the facility. 1999, they added this 25-foot patio so that you could get in and out of the weather while utilizing the smoke building. This facility's been able to let us conduct all types of training. Short of live burn training, we can do anything that the fire academy can do. Other agencies, police department, state police, children's hospital, they've all used this building over the years for training for different classes and stuff. I guess one of the most important lessons that I learned watching him and work toward this department. Don't just show up for the check. Come in, make a difference, and leave the department in a better place than when you came in. Anybody have anything? Joey, you were here when they started building. Anything you'd like to?
One thing about Raymond, he definitely makes it work, and that's a good thing. So that instilled a lot of hard work in everybody to appreciate this place that we got here, and to appreciate the job that we do. It's not easy, and the little bit of training that we do has helped a lot of firemen that's come through. So I appreciate the city and Raymond for getting this started back in my first tenure on the fire department. So thanks, Raymond.
Anybody else? At this time, while Sean and Dale come up, I'd like the mayor to come up and read the resolution.
I would like to say before I read it, thank you, Chief Chisholm, for a lifetime of service and the continuation of that service. Okay, this is a resolution to approve naming the Fire Training Center Raymond W. Chisholm Fire Training Center. Whereas Raymond W. Chisholm served the city of Monticello for over 28 years and was the first full-time chief, and whereas through his leadership, the training center was planned, approved, and constructed utilizing members of the department to carry out a lot of the work to save money. And whereas the naming of the facility is an appropriate recognition of his tireless efforts and commitment he had for the city of Monticello and the fire department. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council hereby name the Raymond W. Chisholm Fire Training Center in recognition and honor of Chief Raymond W. Chisholm.
Alright, I'm not speaking anymore. So, Joey and Grant Pace have been out here cooking hamburgers and some sausage stuff. So, we got burgers, food inside, cake afterwards. So, let's go inside where the air's on.